Face to Face with Sharks by David Doublette and Jennifer Hayes. Face to Face. We like sharks. My partner and co-author David and I spend many days a year in the water. We photograph all kinds of sea life and shipwrecks, but sharks are our favorite subject. David saw his first shark when he was 13 years old. The sandbar shark was bigger than he was. He was scared, but he still took a picture of it. I saw my first shark when a fisherman caught a big hammerhead nearby. When he cut it open, 20 perfectly formed baby sharks were inside of her. I was sad that the pups would not survive. Right then, I knew I wanted to learn more about sharks and decided that one day I would go to school to study them. We have photographed hundreds of sharks around the world. Different shark species have different personalities. Sand tiger sharks are calm and we can swim with them. Great white sharks are very fast, aggressive predators, so we photograph them from a special shark cage. We are always excited to see a shark while we are diving, but we are always careful and cautious because we are visitors in their world. We have never been bitten by a shark. However, some sharks try to bite our camera strobe lights. The sharks sense the battery's electric charge, and they think the strobes are alive and might taste good. You never know when you will discover a shark surprise. One day, we were swimming in 8-foot deep water off the coast of Tasmania, a large island south of Australia. We looked down and saw more than 15 saw sharks with long snouts called rostrums hiding in green algae. We were shocked to see them there because saw sharks usually live in over 100 feet of water. These female sharks may have come in shallow water to birth their pups. We had our favorite shark dive on a very calm day off Gansby, South Africa. We got in our round metal cage and went in. Right away, a 15-foot great white swam out of the gloom and smashed our cage hard, enough to knock us down. She came back to the cage again and again, showing us her razor-sharp teeth and a mouth that could swallow us whole. More and more great whites appeared out of nowhere. 4 sharks circled our cage at the same time. We stayed in the cage until the sun went down, even though we were cold. That day, 17 different great white sharks came to check us out. It was the best day ever. Meet the shark. Sharks are fish without bones. Their skeletons are made of flexible cartilage like our noses and ears. They are good hunters, twisting and turning like underwater jet fighters. Sharks have been on Earth for 400 million years, surviving mass extinctions, ice ages, and hungry dinosaurs. It is easy to spot a male shark. Males have 2 long, tube-like organs called claspers that hang under their bodies. Males use the claspers to fertilize the female's eggs. Some sharks lay eggs in the sea, but most give birth to a litter of live babies called pups. Pregnancy can last from 8 months to 2 years. Most sharks have litters of 10 to 40 pups, but the sand tiger shark has only 2 pups. The blue shark can have over 135 pups at a time, but few survive. Sharks can smell blood and feel the vibrations of a struggling fish hundreds of yards away. They also have a secret weapon called electroreception. They feel the faint electrical field that surrounds all living things. If we could blindfold a hammerhead shark, it would still find a stingray buried in the sand by sensing the ray's weak electrical signal. Most sharks have good eyesight. They are very sensitive to light and they can see better in the dark than we do. Great white sharks have poked their heads out of the water and looked right at us in our boat. They can see above and below water just like we can. Some sharks even have a special eyelid called the nictitating membrane that slides across the eye to protect it. When they attack prey, sharks can't chew, but they still eat everything in the sea, from shrimp to small whales. They bite, shake their heads, and tear away chunks of flesh. Biting is hard business, and their teeth fall out all the time. But you will never see a toothless shark because they never run out of teeth. They have rows of new teeth ready to take their place. Different kinds of sharks have different kinds of teeth. Some have flat plates for crushing food. Others have curved teeth for holding slippery fish or pointed razor-sharp teeth for slicing and tearing. A deepwater shark called the cookie cutter has the oddest bite of all. This little 20-inch long shark uses its thick lips to attach itself like a suction cup to a large fish, whale, or dolphin. It spins itself around using a row of saw-like teeth to cut out a round cookie of flesh. World of sharks. Sharks live everywhere in the ocean. They live in the frozen Arctic and in warm tropical lagoons. They live in the deep sea and in ankle-deep water. Some sharks, like the bull shark, can live in fresh water. In scary movies, sharks are sleek killing machines. But real sharks come in all sorts of wild and crazy shapes and sizes. They can be guitar-shaped, cigar-shaped, or flat as a pancake. They can be prickly or silky smooth, hammer-headed or pig-faced, the size of your hand or as big as a bus. Experts who study sharks and other fish are called ichthyologists. They have described about 400 species of sharks, but the ocean is a big place and new ones are still being found. One exciting recent shark discovery is megamouth, a secretive 15-foot deep water shark that takes in seawater and strains food from it. Scientists have also found a 2-foot long cat shark that uses its fins to walk across the seafloor. They call it the walking shark. The smallest sharks in the world live in the deepest parts of the sea. Cigar-sized sharks like the dwarf, lantern, and pygmy shark feed on shrimp and squid nearly a mile down. The whale shark is the biggest shark in the world. It can be more than 40 feet long. The second largest shark, the basking shark, grows to over 30 feet long. These harmless, slow-moving filter feeders open their huge mouths and strain thousands of tons of water an hour to get to the tiny organisms called plankton. The great white shark is one of the world's scariest predators. They mainly eat fish, rays, and marine mammals like seals, sea lions, and dolphins. A few have attacked surfers. Still, they are not the fastest sharks. That's the mako shark, which can swim up to 30 miles per hour and can leap 20 feet in the air. The oceanic white-tipped shark is another fierce predator that lives offshore. Closer to shore, tiger and bull sharks patrol the shallow waters. They eat everything from sea turtles to birds. Sometimes they attack humans. Not all sharks hunt big prey. The puff-at or shy shark curls up like a cat when it's threatened. Horn sharks, sometimes called pig sharks, have no sharp teeth. They use hard plates in their mouths to crush shellfish. The saw shark uses its long rostrum to sweep through the soft sea bottom looking for prey. The wobbegong shark is a slow-moving carpet shark that looks like a bath mat. But watch out. They may look like they're sleeping when they're not. They're quick and their curved teeth don't let go. Conservation. Every year, David and I see fewer sharks in the sea. We have spent the last 5 years diving on coral reefs in Indonesia, and we have not seen any large sharks. Many sharks and big fish, such as grouper, have disappeared from reefs all over the world. Where have all the sharks gone? Humans kill more than 100 million sharks every year. Most sharks are caught and killed on purpose for sport or food. Fishermen catch them on long lines, long commercial fishing lines, with hundreds of hooks and in fishing nets. Sometimes the sharks are caught in nets set to catch other fish. This accidental catch is called bycatch. Most countries do not regulate shark fishing. We have even seen unborn shark pups and 100-year-old whale sharks on Asian menus. Whale sharks are sometimes called tofu sharks because of their soft white flesh. Shark cartilage and liver oil are used for medicine and cosmetics. Most sharks are killed for a bowl of soup. Shark fin soup is an expensive Chinese delicacy. Fishermen catch sharks, cut off their fins, and throw the sharks back into the sea dead or alive. This is called shark finning. Without their fins, the sharks can't swim. They slowly sink to the bottom where they can suffer for a long time before they suffocate or are eaten by other animals. Some countries have stopped shark finning, but shark fins are valuable. 1 pound of shark fin can sell for $300, and sets of basking shark fins have sold for more than $10,000. Unless shark finning is stopped, many species will become extinct. Sharks around the world are in big trouble and time is running out. Some species are almost 90% gone. Sharks take many years to reproduce, and now more sharks are killed each year than are born. But there is some good news. A few shark populations are protected and growing. Some countries have created protected areas and no fishing zones. Shark tourism is popular. People pay to cage dive with great white sharks, to snorkel with whale sharks, and to watch professional shark feeds. Some people say shark tourism is a bad idea because it makes sharks less afraid of humans. But others think that if people appreciate the sharks, they'll help protect them. Sharks help keep nature in balance. A sea without sharks would be an empty sea. This is the end of the story. Check out the rest of the books for more interesting facts about sharks in the captions, as well as maps and ways to help the conservation effort.